Steve Jackson here with the July water update. Water allocations are still the same. We're looking at federal south of CVP, south of Delta at 55%, and the state water project is at 50%. Let me just point out our storage in Northern California is around 85% of capacity. We have about 7.6 million acre feet stored in Oroville, Shasta, and Folsom. We should be much higher than this, but that is, I'll get to that a little later. Delta regulations are still constraining our exports. Right now, Delta exports, though, are around 10,500 CSF. We just got the state pumps brought back on as of this morning. So we're doing better, but there's still almost 11 to 12,000 CSF flowing out to the Delta. Let me turn to the water blueprint memo that came out a few weeks ago. It really highlighted the actions that we need to take. We really need the federal government to step in and provide leadership right now. President Trump signed an executive order back in January that really, he wanted to increase water deliveries, which he ran on and really spoke to that. And we need to modernize the regulations and speed up infrastructure investment. This is important. I mean, just simply providing operational flexibility will probably add more than 1 million acre feet of water to this in the south of the Delta. And just revising some of the regulations would probably be another 300,000 to 400,000 acre feet. We need leadership, and I think the key point of this memo is that we need federal appointees that understand the California water system so we can get water here. So hopefully, take a look at it. We'll make sure that this memo is put out there, but take time to read it. And I think it makes common sense what we can do to help increase water through the Delta right now. Let me just go back to SGMA here for a few minutes. Chowchilla had their hearing with the state board on June 3rd. They were approved and they sent back to the Department of Water for oversight. The Cahuilla Subbasin just found out here at the end of June that the state staff is recommending the same thing, that we should have a hearing this fall, and they're recommending that the overview that be shifted back to the Department of Water. The Kern Subbasin spent the last 4 months working on revising their plans. They submitted them back to the state by June 20th, and they will be making further revisions, adopting the final GSPs by August in time for the continuing hearing on September 17th. Really, I think all indications are that this basin should be on track to be put back to the Department of Water overview as well. They've worked closely with state staff to work through the conditions that were preventing them from being put back to the state Department of Water. Lastly, the Tulare Lake, let me just say, there's not really been much changes there. They're still with the lawsuit. There's been no communication with the state staff. The GSAs, though, are still working through and updating their plans as they can to be ready for when this litigation stops. Thank you again for listening. Check back later for more updates.